work against a Furia, and it did. Upset of the tournament thus far. Maybe Ents have something to say about that. Fast towards the apartments here. It's a 4-man stack. Osee and Elige will deal with this. You can hear them just trundling through the boiler room. Util, that's going to be a Moto smoke and flashes galore.
4 in mid and already 2 on the floor. Techno, Bartak forced to watch.
Oh, they're going B. B's open.
Yeah, I mean, you only had to lose 2 of your players to sell it.
I'll take the plant. That's a trade of some variety.
Of sorts. If he can get pushed up CT, I'd get excited. Blitz has opted for Ruins. It makes sense. Annihilation hasn't got confirmation.
Oh, it's all clear, boys. It's very, very clear.
Well, Score might have a flank of sorts. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Elige denies with a great click of the mouse, leaving only 2. Score with nothing to report after his Boilers lurk. Finds himself watching Blitz and Annihilation get run at by 5 rather healthy Liquid members. They don't have to rush. Smoke kit on Nitro. Keep track of that coming in from Banana. He's actually used it for the coffin position. Blitz will take contact. Smoke to actually buy him survival, but not anymore. He's lost his teammate, lost his compatriot, and Blitz loses his.
IHC are sharp. We're more than happy to build the story that these guys definitely aren't like everybody else from the region. But this is a whole different opponent here. A 4 spike. Let's see a few Deagles, a Mac-10, and a couple of Galils dotted across the purchases. And the super sub. Bartak definitely with some impact on the jiggle. We'll confirm the position of Osee up on the porch balcony. And back towards Banana. So keeping the CTs moving and grooving. You can see in float right now will be Elige, a CT smoke deployed.
Yekindar waiting for his own.
Yeah, calling the bluff.
And perfectly timed with his own deployment.
They can actually worm into this and have a pot flash and explode through it here with a redeploy of the CT smoke. That looks like what's happening.
Nitro could get caught off by this, but faffing around with his nades. The flash for their swing. Yekindar's going to put them in flames, so if you lose your vision as you stray through the flames, it could get awkward. Nice coverage as they do attempt to cross through pool. Nitro good on the FAMAS. Damage inflicted, and another bomb plant courtesy of Blitz. Gets it in. 5 versus 4, and they're already so low. Significant damage has been done to that Galil on Bartak.
Only 1 kit. We've been caught off time. Out of time. Time has been a big issue in a lot of the matches we've been casting here.
Yeah, Liquid going to have to start getting their chickens in a row on their way. And still worried about that clock. You do want to see these frags rather soon. They're going to all come in quick succession. 2 at Annihilation. 1 more needed. And Elige is gone. They'll take...
They can here, and it's just going to be pistols aplenty. But this is a foundation possible for IHC now. Very comfortable on Inferno. There was no doubt in my mind that they would have been picking this map today. The other day, just before the matchup against Pain, I believe it was, I said to Techno, I said, what map are you picking today? He went, Inferno, I think, and laughed. So I went, oh, okay, well, that seems quite confident to me.
Certainly, I like the approach IHC have on this map. It seems like it's the most in tune with what the very premium teams here at Katowice can lay down. AKs, Galils, and a conversation has been had. Why not? When you're all there. Yeah, and I think Liquid have got a little second to rotate through. They have an inkling it's coming towards the second letter.
No point braving this here. Yeah, take your time, boys. Don't risk it against the pesky pistols. Take your time, but there's 4 players here regardless, but it doesn't matter if they do hit the shots. It will be chaotic. Lots of angles to clear. Oh, and there's one. Nice boost.
Yeah, but they're going to go on this. There is still a little bit of grounds to be concerned as Yekindar reveals his tight corner. Backs are turned as Osee gets another. And just like that, Liquid with 3. Yekindar down on new box should facilitate a plant. Ruins and Deep CT. Naf Speedway on his way. Smoke on Naf. No kit. It was threatening. More casualties than they'd have liked, but IHC just need to put it in. Annihilation with quick headshot. Beautiful recovery. I mean, both of those rounds from IHC were in the disadvantaged position.
And now they're going to be emboldened knowing that they can get away with those type of executes throughout this game on towards the B bomb site. So Liquid might need to be a little bit riskier with their A plays, maybe more aggressive in Boiler and Halls, trying to deal with this default of Blitz and Bartak, who is about to get a bit of a rude shock. Hey guys, there's 4 of them in the apartments.
4. Yeah. Yep, Blitz licks his lips as they charge into his domain.
Whee!
Speed of a 4. The 5th eludes him. Elige with a scavenged AK for a moment and a nice spray onto score.
Gentlemen, the B-bomb site, there's nobody home, and you would love another bomb plant. So they lose another body in all of this, and eventually they will send Annihilation off to plant. But now seeing if they can remove this AK. Techno, so many positions that Elige could have gotten off to during this. Look where Blitz is. He just doesn't want to die. He's over towards Graveyard right now, just holding on to this AK, and Elige trying to do the same in the chicken pit. So it will be the 3rd round for IHC here. A very, very solid start. I don't think there'll be too many worries about the expensive nature of 2 of those deaths, because they've gotten the bomb down in round after round, which is fantastic for the finances.
Yeah, and that's fantastic for Blitz's stats as well, getting the 4 on the eco.
Now, we're in the Go TV here, Alex. Who's Crosshair? I guess we can wait until the next round does really, truly kick off to see. But what have we got? We've got a nice yellow one on Annihilation. Him and Techno.
Annihilation's about to win the round for IHC. I've seen it.
Production is seriously asking.
I'm in the future. And Annihilation will be winning this round. It looks like Yekindar's going to be exciting. And obviously, I don't blame the Observer team for watching him. But, you know, I've been to the year 3000.
All right, Andre.
Not much has changed. Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing busted lyrics. Flashes us up. And mid is theirs. Liquid. A 4-man defense if Yekindar can get over to Arch in time. Elige smoked off and actually throwing a smoke of his own design. As Blitz and Score connect nicely onto Long. Now, good flash. Look at that. Osee didn't get anything done. I tell a lie. Found one just before the flash did pop, but the site is lost. And only Nitro, as the smoke does fade, advancing into a near impossible retake.
I'd say this is the ill-advised decision here to go for this, but getting an upgrade would be very, very nice. And Nitro thinking exactly that. Scoops up the AK-47, makes a sound cute while doing so, but should be able to back off here without too many dramas. And we have to note the quickness and the reaction of IHC. They saw Yekindar being hyper-aggressive down Banana with that MP9. They realized that there was likely 3 players on that side of the map, which means the Arch side is very susceptible. The rotating player needs to come back. Smoke to Library, smoke to Arch. A quick play through. Elige trying his luck. And both him and Yekindar got dealt a dud hand right there. And quite a well put together round from IHC there. So turning heads early here on Inferno. High on my agenda. And a nice default spread to kick things off again here. Not too much of a lean or pressure towards second mid. It will just be babysat by Bartak with 4 towards T stairs. And they are jostling for control right now.
Yeah, both teams just puffing up their chest. Incendiary forces out and extinguish. Nade was there as well for some damage. Not too much to report. Score low, but Yekindar, 6 feet low. Techno with the finds, and oh my god, he gets another. How is the man still alive? He was brought low in the first engagement, still has the capacity for a second, and now Liquid. Yeah, this is a little alarming. They actually call upon Elige for the hero maneuver. Score is staring at this. He is not! Oh! No problem for Elige. Straight round the smoke, will find both, and immediately returns Liquid to a competitive round.
Some issues here. Everybody from Liquid's rotated over, so there is a gap towards A, but right now IHC aren't moving. About 45 seconds left on the clock, and if aggression kept coming, Annihilation was the most forward with the bomb. Now they've chopped and changed their avenue of assault here. They can execute in towards A for free, but for some reason Liquid seem to be banking on the fact that they'll be finishing towards the second letter of their alphabet after that early exchange.
Yeah, and hear that smoke. You're already going to start getting a bit inquisitive on B. That's suspicious. Smoke Moto, redundant, but bomb should be going down soon. You can see that they are still a bit hesitant. IHC, it is a little too quiet. Liquid are on their way now. Still have yet to see the plant as they are starting to feel that this site is open. 8 seconds, 7, as Annihilation tucks himself in for a safe plant. Now we see Longside, Elige through the apartment on the low HP, going to try and catch the timing. It is Osee on the kit.
Now they did have a kit.
Where did that come from? Well, now he's only got $200. He did buy one.
Okay, I guess I took my eye off the prize there. Liquid didn't.
Well, it's necessary, it's relevant, and it's gone. Bartak, clean headshot. Slows down Liquid's crawl. This gets uncomfortable now. Naf is staring at a smoke. Elige is thinking better of it, and yeah, that was enough. Give this one up. You don't want to be losing it all.
IHC, the everyman hero right now. The fact that these guys, right, they get to this stage of the tournament, they beat a big scalp like Furia, who, look, I'm sure the conversation could be had about the roster, the sum of its parts. Lots to be said, but all in all...
That'll be IHC's chance just to get that shank into the rather wobbly horse.
And we did hear from Yekindar, he's not feeling too well, right?
Yeah,
so
true.
what ramifications is that going to have on his level of play? He said he was confident in his team. Well, so far, Elige's been playing well, but knocked down to 62 points of health by Blitz's inquisitive glance through the chicken pit. Now, it was a second timeout burnt there from Liquid, and we did see Spirit just before burning timeout after timeout to really no avail in their matchup against FaZe. So clearly flustered here, North American side, and Nitro down the back pocket, 45 points of damage with that HE. That is going to soften him up for...
Look at this, Abs walking out. And Bartak just given a freebie.
Take another. He can't. Good shooting from Naf there to draw one back. Still the low HP of Nitro and Elige. They're very susceptible here.
Yeah, these preserved rifles. Showing up now, one towards the A side, the only one on A. Can Naf really do anything more? Annihilation, good for it. Nice clear onto Naf, leaves it really wide open for that bomb plant, and an unlikely retake. No kit, little armor on Nitro, and I guess just going to try and catch some members of IHC on the way out the door. Look at that. Info given, bodies dropped. Nearly a sixth, just Elige, and he's on his way back out to save that M4.
Yeah, but these have been relatively clean, right? Sure, there's been a couple of extra casualties in some of these rounds. You take a look at the round timeline. 1 surviving, 2 surviving, everybody going down with the bomb, 3 alive, 2 alive. It seems kind of close, but in just the fashion in which IHC have been able to draw these rounds back and how sharp some of the shots have felt, it's never felt desperate, right? It's felt very, very clinical once they are set up in the correct positions here. 6 rounds already on Inferno. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm hoping to be not seeing much of.
Sure, right? The sure things being converted is a necessity if you want to be able to keep at this level.
You don't have to give him much.
Precisely. Well, Score looks like he's going to push through this smoke. This is a premeditated maneuver. So the molly and the smoke, a gap to work with here to maintain some top banana control. So a lot of pressure already applied to Liquid. And if you look at the radar on the top left-hand side of your screen, you can see that very little information for them top mid. Elige just flashed himself forward to get something back, knowing that they needed an info play. So right now, the glances towards A are giving them a little bit of a reward, but Techno through the flames, through the fire, takes down Yekindar, and they're into B.
Just like that. A force.
Save. You're saving. You're not coming for this one, Liquid. 7-1.
Techno, given the Molotov, given the choice of burn your tootsies and leave or take the fight, he opts for the latter and deletes. That's a round-winning fight taken by Techno.
They're running away with this first half here. You've got multiple members bearing down on that 10K mark already. This is way too easy. And you consider what this means for a region, right? Not just Mongolia, but Asia. It's been a region where maybe we have a good performance from Tyloo, you know? Maybe.
Travel issues for the Mongols.
Maybe the Mongols beat Renegades once upon a time. Occasionally, things start to come together. But if a team could beat a team like Liquid, Furia, whoever comes next, right? We start to have a real conversation. And that could unlock a region which we know has a big bunch of players, but we never really get to see them competing, regardless of the result in this map. Because for IHC, being from a region like Mongolia, playing within Asia, a map like Overpass definitely not played to anywhere near the highest levels. Inferno's a bit easier to replicate with the demos that you watch. The understandings on a map like Overpass a bit different. And check this out. Knowing that Liquid will likely fight for Banana, a triple HE stack towards Car will not net any damage, but the idea quite nice. Osee with the big green starting to prop himself up.
It's funny. Sorry.
No, you're right.
Triple nade, and immediately Yekindar starts rotating off. I don't know why that's a cue for him, but he's like, well, probably not going to be here. Would rather bolster on towards A long, and he's got himself there in time. They can boost this AWP. Makes sense when you've got Osee equipped with that.
See, their missed smoke, Liquid's missed smoke actually caused a couple of issues here for Osee getting full control.
Interesting AWP duel, maybe.
Should be a flash.
A tight line.
Barrel,
but that's going to lull him into it. Oh, the flash. You nailed it. So did Techno. Sets up Score, and they might just charge. You know, they don't tend to respect all the smokes thrown out by Nitro. This time he will. For now, setting up and establishing a different boost.
No one's rotating. He's on his own.
Why?
There's a lot of pressure here. Noise, sound cues now as well. Nitro's going to be screaming.
Yeah, Naf's considering a rotation and lining up for a resmoke. They can go for the full util. Nitro is going to get very hot and bothered. Actually, second oranges. Yeah. Oh, options minimal. He's in the only place they have to clear. Flash to support, flash to delay, and they're on their way. Elige from behind. We'll check in on that later.
Time here, 20 seconds.
Annihilation's caught him. Nitro falls. It's all into that spray. It should be enough to get the bomb down. I don't think Naf's going to be in a position to deny unless he hits a perfect bang. Techno. Some speculative bullets. Don't find the mark. Naf unannounced for now. Upon the fade, though. And after the nade, Techno's been heard towards that dark position, playing the gap, and yeah, Annihilation makes it 2.
They've won the that. Well, we have the ult for Osee again, and maybe have to find a fight exactly like that.
Lovely.
So Annihilation in the dirt, an opening pick for Liquid, a good start into round 10. But they need to throw together a streak of rounds. One's not going to be enough here. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Appreciate it. And in they trudge. Techno has no issues. He's on a heater today, as that's a double headshot entry into the B site. Liquid, they start with an opening as well, and it's already just come crumbling down around them. Elige, with only a FAMAS, tries to be the hero. He's going around ruins. He's going to see what he can find, see if he can incite his team, and excite his team. Osee with another contribution. That might will them forwards. Might will them forwards. Hit on Naf. Bomb is half gone. 20 seconds, lads. You want to get a wiggle on here.
This one's over. You're going to lose everything. It all. They're losing all the bomb radius. It doesn't matter. Run, hide, try and get out of there. You're going to go down with the bomb here. You better skedaddle, boys. Oh, okay. Just got out of dodge and just...
Europe.
It's going quite well, isn't it?
It's not going badly, Chad. I think that's safe to say. Ooh, Yekindar trying his fancy pants aggressive maneuver. Last time we saw an E-jerk reaction into the A site. Ouch. Annihilation's going to be a little bit softened up by that one. Down to 29, a good HE.
Well, how do they deal with this, right? You're right. Before they did just snap in towards a bit of an A play. This time, taking their breath and stock, as it seems, because they haven't rushed into this.
Yeah, it's enabled the Nitro rotation. Elige ready for the extinguish. Ooh, blind. Will they find that frag on quad, looking for another opening.
Techno didn't see him. It was just speculative right there.
Yeah, and he's got a nice gap on this. Perfect. A manufactured frag from Elige. Give Liquid back-to-back openings. They have to be able to convert this one, though.
I would be very worried if they don't. They fought for mid and banana, right?
And what have they got left? 2 smokes? Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be a potent execute by any means. And coming up short here, this is very hard fights. Exactly like that. Blitz's flash takes Bartek. Naf gets the kill. Blitz gets one back, however. Mid to B? Mid to B is not a bad call.
Around the world. Uh-oh. Osee looking like a bit of a Daft Punk now as he's lost his chance, lost his window. Does connect onto Techno, but the time has passed and the cross is through. He has to surely bide time now for his teammates. Nitro and Elige coming to join him from Banana. Score catches a little flack from the nade. They can't let this one slip. No, no, no. Naf, not ready.
Blitz has a molly. Throw it now.
Now it's perfect. Oh my God. It is actually perfect. A little bit of a gap on that. Elige's ready to swing through. Going to catch him by surprise. Score just committing to the spray, and it falls all onto Blitz. One. Oh, and the spray is good. One-on-one. Osee saves Liquid from what would have been destruction of... Starting with that 3-man lead, Liquid towards B.
This is a good call here. They might go for something a bit more apartments poppy immediately. So Naf, he'll have to be dealing with the play from either Graveyard or Pit. You've got Elige up on the balcony on the porch side, while the other 3 are still dealing with Banana, but IHC are already crawling towards A with some indication of the hit.
They've got good territory.
It's on Naf, Alex.
It's all on Naf. And, oh, so much damage. 3 from Naf. Straight into the apartments, and that cancels all hopes and dreams of a 10th here in our 12th.
Couldn't ask for more there, could you?
I mean, perfect timing as well. Just as the leader of the pack has jumped, completely inaccurate, and the rest unable to spot him out. Nice move on the MP9.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate timing there for Blitzy. Swooped past with the mouse on that trash clear, but now just Annihilation. looked tidy in some clutch attempts yesterday, but this one, I think this is a whole different story. Some damage would be nice, but a good round from Liquid nonetheless.
Yeah, he's hoping he catches one of these hunters. Like Elige, Annihilation being pulled down. Nice handling by Liquid.
But Naf read that play very well. Good job from the anchor.
Osee. Oh, meets Annihilation. Head on. Orp v Orp. And the Mongolian reigns supreme. Gap on that. Score. This time his trick does not get rewarded. Yekindar will keep Liquid level.
Got to get up pretty early in the morning to be able to pull off a trick like that against Yekindar. Bartak only with 2 kills, so you can see that IHC, even though they have been scooping up a lot of rounds here, Bartak, the super sub, hasn't had too many contributions as far as the frag charts are concerned. It is the other 4 here, all hovering around the double digits. A 3-man lean towards the B side, so Team Liquid trying to stay ahead of the play. Ah, the dry swing. Everyone's favorite.
Sometimes you're just feeling it.
But they do commit towards this A site. It is just Naf. He was the hero in the previous. Can he do it again? Help is on the way.
Yeah, buying time.
7 seconds.
And they have managed to borrow Yekindar back into the site in time. Oh, good flash. Yekindar's good for it, though. Techno, is he ready for Graveyard? So many things to clear, and good frag out of Naf. Around win. Liquid are closing the gap. This is damage control. That going to perhaps have taken a little bit of the wind out of their sails for the charge.
It's going to be a fast day.
It's very quick.
A very fast day.
Yeah, and Yekindar confirms it, but loses his life in the process, so the rotation will be on. But so is the charge. Full flash, run down. Molly will slow, as Annihilation shows no sign of slowing. Forced to now. By Elige's nade, more to come. Bartak swings off the flash, a perfect frag. Need another. Hidden on the site is Elige. Osee in support, and Elige handing out haircuts. 3 on the AK-40.
Really does have to play that role for this team, regardless of being under the weather.
True. Yekindar as well puts his name in the feed. His 8th frag. An early control of Banana. Techno just pushes! That will get the desk a little bit slammed. Yekindar just gets run at.
Kind of getting a taste of his own medicine in some of these occasions. Like, yeah, dude, we watched you play. It seems to work. We thought we were going to give it a crack. And again, they've just forced such a heavy response here from Liquid. 3 players.
Now is that Bartek's a bit more forward. Typically, he was holding it from the back. He's actually receding.
There's a fight here.
Have action on Banana. Nitro just goes looking off the flash, and Osee good.
They know there's 2 here. Flash assist and Osee with a kill. Do they really want to commit?
They don't. Annihilation starts to back up.
Naf's been such a thorn in the side of this A defense, though.
He's opted for Moto. It's an interesting one. Might want to consider getting himself into the site, or he's playing a little more passive.
Again, the same bottleneck. Forced the rotation back, though. Job done.
Yes, mission accomplished. Naf sweeps through. Doesn't know if he's missed them. Didn't miss that one. Osee, his 2nd frag and a big one. Onto the forward position of Techno. Back to B. Osee with a good shot onto Bartak. Annihilation low as well. Runs him down. Gets the headshot to at least perhaps get the bomb down. Naf, he's going to be there in time. Just like that. Rise to the occasion. It is an important one, of course. The opening game, the opening affair, and one I expect still favors Liquid. Let's see if those Julies from Techno, the bait and switch setup is going to be implemented. You can see Elige and Yekindar, 2 of the sharpest tools in Liquid's shed.
I feel they need to wait.
Oh, yeah. It's so baity.
They should wait for Osee here for the half-wall flash. You can't.
Oh, that's solid. That is destruction. Techno unloads. Bartak in tow. There's nades, there's flashes, and a dual Beretta. Only Naf can have anything to say about this one. But, okay, he's saying more than I imagined. Actually, a couple more than I was ready for. There's the smoke to really ensure Bartak's used his full belt of utility.
Well, push your way down, Banana Boys. There's going to be a little bit more to scoop on up. Osee had some nades of his own. Been able to get a flash off the floor. But Naf's the type of guy, it doesn't matter the opponent, especially if it's someone that he knows he is better than, right? He's the type of guy who would just destroy a team like this, and that's likely why we see him at 17 kills so far. So this round, I wouldn't rule him out just yet. I know it seems like a tall task.
If he's allowed to clear logs, I get nervous. And they are bringing in that fight. USP range, okay.
We've gone to the face of Elige as it was in the tail end of that first half.
And he gave someone, what we used to call at school, evils.
The side-eye also.
The side-eye.
Yeah.
Hello. Naf's not done. The Glock, just the start. The Deagle continues to find heads, as that's pretty much the only investment made. Liquid didn't opt for that rifle you mentioned, but he has treated himself. And so does Techno, as he takes a slice of Liquid. 2 down on their advance. Naf will be cut to size, and Bartak starting to better his score already.
Ooh, it could be a plant here. Yekindar has the opportunity to get the bomb down, so the next round of play will be even better for Liquid. The plant all but guaranteed as he bounds in towards B. Bomb down, and now an MP9 for a 1-on-3. All right, Mr. Siki, what do you got?
Oh, you can't really lose or take a single bullet of no armor. The punch might be too much. Let's see how long he can avoid a head-to-head duel. As they're already into the site, Blitz is already on the bomb, and there's the info they needed. That's the end of that, says Techno. God, he's sharp, isn't he? Every time I see someone die to Techno from their POV, he just seems deadly. He's quick to the draw.
Yeah, he's been having a good showing here. 17 years of age, 16.
He's eyes on the prize and on that crosshair. Look at the slight deviation from the norm. We are going to be seeing Naf and Nitro maneuver the bomb towards the A site early.
Yeah, check out the radar as well. You can see IHC donating a whole lot of util to their B defenders. That's on your radar, that little grenade and smoke icon. So available for the likes of Score alongside of Techno to pick up if they do need it, or when they do need it.
Yeah, seems like a likelihood now, but Yekindar's going to go on a little project up towards Banana, losing half of his health in the process.
IHC just looked more put together today, right? Because we got to cover off on one of their earlier series, and then obviously against Furia, it was a bit all over the shop. But, oh, okay. Ooh, didn't see that one coming. Flash forward, takes the fight, gets a bucket load of info. Nade not bad either. Chunks away at 3.
Yeah, very well placed.
Well,
He's got another where that came from.
B. Yeah, we did see that the other day, but they didn't get the chance to use it because the fight came too fast. They are heading back towards B right now, and still 2 players yet to rotate away here from IHC.
Blitz is second-guessing his rotation.
I think Liquid are second-guessing an awful lot here as well. Don't know if that's where Score wanted that nade to go.
Oh, we can have a go with a flash instead. Techno donates.
It's going to be either a lurk, or yeah, a fake from Osee here, and it's just going to be the one man of Bartak on A to defend against 4. Time, though, starting to become IHC's best friend.
This is a great call. Nitro pulling the strings. Bartak maybe wants to lie in wait. No, reveals himself, which makes it awkward. Ready for this fight onto Elige. Hard shot to hit. Does deliver it. Needs another. Unable to provide as the bomb will go down, and now a decision to be made. A couple of seconds to spare there. Liquid do end up making the right call.
Yeah, made the most of that, Bartak, as he could, but there was just way too many bodies to deal with. As soon as they leak out the apartment's position, they're here, there, and everywhere over towards Pit. And now IHC looking for the save. So a good round back here on the T side for Liquid. That'll be their first on the attack. Should be another buy coming out here from IHC with 3 M4s staying alive. Bartak as the apartment's anchor could operate with an MP9, maybe. Oh, actually, Liquid's chance now to get back into things.
Yeah, he does catch just a slight glimpse of the arm of Osee, actually crossing back as well. He lines up some nades for Yekindar upon the fade.
Elige into Boiler here very early.
Yekindar starting his adventure towards the top of Banana. Now Techno Happy to actively contest this. Score will set him up with a flash, and yeah, Yekindar read that perfectly.
Good call from Techno. If he hung around too long, he could have been zoned out here. So the fact that he drops that gets away, it means now that Liquid will probably still try and punish towards this sandbag position just in case. And hold up, I actually brought a third man over here.
They might go for this reclear. Here's them coming. Techno gonna have to tuck in. Let's to line up some util as well. They want to re-aggress? They're not so sure. Oh, Yekindar. Catches Score just on the jiggle. Techno for the trade, but Yekindar will take 2 for the price of 1.
They should go A now. They'd likely have a 4v2 here, right? So still slow on this, 30 seconds.
So yeah, Blitz is already scarpering over. Poor Bartak on that side with only Annihilation to provide support. Still, I say that as the scout hits. Snaf limping.
IHC can win this.
See how they go. 18 seconds, Liquid. You have to get a bit of a wiggle on here. Bartek still safe. Annihilation desperate to bait. Hit those no scopes. Yeah, it's looking good.
Ooh.
Happy with that one.
Okay, Yekindar, the only one who's ended up costing the Mongolian side.
Score's Deagle's been boosted, or was. Yekindar a bit too close now and can run him down. He's going to farm. Looking for his 13th. Got it. And 14th, perhaps even on the agenda as well.
Yeah, you can see just if you're going to make any of those little pedestrian-style mistakes, Yekindar will punish. And in the corner, Score gets pipped at the post. Yekindar starting to come alive now on this T side. Very, very active in some of these banana fights. And Naf is already worried about the flank. So as Blitz thinks he's getting the jump on them, Naf's getting the jump to another kill. 21 in total. Just Annihilation and Bartak to find here.
Comical exchange, long range, just the MAC-10 and the USP. Nitro's been given the license to hunt.
So we have the exact same map pools on both streams. In the exact same order.
And how's the scoreline? How synced up are we? Oh, it's pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close.
If you want to check that out, you guys can head over to the ESL YouTube or twitch.tv/ESLC. What a coinky dink.
Just figured we'd be more specific as we possibly could. There we have.
Do you know there's no CT incendiary, not a single one.
Did you know that is rather peculiar?
Very rare.
Yeah. Sign of the times for IHC. 4 here, and still Yekindar gets away with his frag.
And it's Blitz as well, traditionally an A holder.
Already Yekindar might be suggesting.
Ooh.
Techno, that's info.
Hello.
And a freebie. Nice. Takes down Yekindar, finishes what Blitz had started.
Good restraint from Techno there to wait for that to plume. Now they can try and get a move on, but Bartak will be under a lot of scrutiny here.
Nice. Found himself an AK-47, thanks to his nades handiwork.
He's actually hung around way too long already here, but look at this call. IHC have kept so many bodies towards B. This is interesting. What a read.
Coming for the reclear, and they're going to get a whole lot more than they bargained for. Back and forth. Still, it's Score who leaves with the advantage. Charging now with what remains up the guts of middle. Bartak on Moto will have a chance on this short cross if he wants to.
Smoked off now.
Ahead of it. We'll have vision on the clear. Nitro not ready. Bomb is down and now after clutch. Threatening as always. Looking to plant at the bare minimum. Nade from Annihilation. Not on the mark, but enough. As Score comes in from short, we will see an IHC CT round.
Osee AWP. Annihilation can't afford one of those right here, right now.
Like this. Aggressive posturing from Osee. Acknowledging in an interview not too long ago that sometimes he has to be the one to make those plays. And yeah, they are going to bring the pain. Charging down Banana Techno. Score onto Osee. That AWP does nothing. Completely nullified by the nade. And now Liquid, yeah, alarm bells continue to ring.
This is good Counter-Strike. Right, the decision-making, the thought process, the util usage. IHC, they're playing some good CS.
Yeah, this is not gimmicky. Techno even confirming that was an AWP.
It's good ideas. It really is. It's hard to fault some of the decisions, and some of the plays that they're making are very well informed, whether it's a gamble, whether it's a read, whether it's preparation.
I mean, they beat Furia. They're competitive here against Liquid. I mean, we're still investigating what the ceiling of this team is.
Well, that's the thing. We knew that they were a team that tried to play European Counter-Strike with the defaults and the decision-making. Oh, gonna get hot here.
Actually okay on that. They'll throw a second, which doesn't really spell too much success. Oh! Ouch! Score handed his ass by Nitro. Rotate fast, Blitz trying to get that flash to delay, but not going to stop the crawl, not going to stop the Nitro plant. 20 seconds as they look to extend that clock by virtue of the plant.
Bartek's still in pit right now. His rotation a country mile away here, and he has the kit. Oh, the fight forward. Blitz has just gone on his own.
Yeah, Nav was isolated. Great flash from Annihilation. Now, expecting one new box.
And there'll be Molly for it as well.
That's going to force the fight. Nitro has to go wide, and again, Nitro, what a round! Holy, roll him to be, but with Blitz finding the frag, Nitro gets mollied out, 60 HP, bang, see ya, nerds! Woo!
He couldn't believe it. Yeah, that is a highlight right there.
Yeah, get Shrek'd.
Bit of a stunner from Nitro.
Yeah, the pain keeps coming now. You're in the right place, but you ain't got the right weapons. Nitro's coming. The Jaws theme tune starts to play.
He just doubled his kills in that one round.
Yeah, here comes some more. He says as Annihilation day. Certainly not the round. Clothesline by Yekindar. IHC closing out what was a nice and competitive first half, and with a pistol win, they're certainly still in the conversation, but Liquid have managed to close the gap. The discrepancy remedied. This could be good. Annihilation is flashed off. This works from almost every time.
Oh dear.
Yep. Don't do it again, you madmen! Oh, Yekindar's gonna punish any mistake as 180 out of Techno keeps them on their toes. Elige with the pre-fire, revolting. Score needs another. Can he step up? Ugh, not enough. Just jiggled out, misses his chance, and now, well, the site is lost. And I assume the round to follow.
Ruthless by Liquid, right? As soon as they understood what they were up against right there, they just pressed the issue, right? They're throwing bodies at that. It's very risky, but the fact that they could jiggle out those shots, apply that pressure, score, just feeling the heat. Bartek and Blitz really should not be considering going for this. I know Bartek's here investigating, but you can't risk giving up any of these rifles here down the home stretch. You need to stay as potent into the next round of play as you can. Lost bonus 2,900. Silenced M4's on that cheaper side of things, so a conversation to be had. Both of these individuals could drop rifles. They have residual utility left over. Techno could go MP9 again, but they'll be operating with some sacrifices. You can see here as well, Naf just making sure that that AWP doesn't get blown away in CT.
Yeah, you might want to try and set these rifles up. It's Bartek towards the A side of things, and get to see a very aggressive Blitz. I say very aggressive. He is just trying to try and jiggle in this off angle. Yekindar's been very successful. Oh, off the flash, doesn't commit to the spray. He's blind as a bat, and now down, and now on the retrieve. Score is gone, and so is the rifle. Straight into the B site with a double. Techno will smoke him off, at least maintains control of the bomb site itself. But Top Banana is lost, and so is Bartek. Both rifles.
That was a bit too easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little too easy.
I know we had the highlight of Blitz the other day with that only AK on the CT side where he just bopped everybody. He was like just dry swinging. All the bells and whistles available here for IHC. But is this going to be them rolling over? Only 3 rounds so far on their CT side.
My one request would be to see the fight on B not determine the round.
Okay. Well, you might not get that.
Yeah, I know. Because Yekindar's coming again. And
it's like late checkout. You can't always get it.
Yeah, it would be nice though, wouldn't it? And as I say that, Score and Techno do fall into a more passive setup.
It is an issue, however, that all 5 members of Team Liquid are at the base of Banana. So with full Banana control, no real resistance and slight pressure, you could probably force out a whole lot of util here.
Yeah, he's got the retake smoke for Top Banana control. If he times it right, maybe they'll have to respect it. Pretty firm maybe, though, as, yeah, they're already up.
Notice how they've taken this without too much util this time around, and last round there was just a bucket load of flashes. They're going to push.
Yeah, ahead of the util. This is awkward now. Good push. Oh my goodness, Techno could have had more. It's score with 2 of his own. Osee committing. Tagged up by the nade. Slow in the mud as score. Needs to time
Flash
this next
coming.
fight. Good. Oh, he was good for it, but a no vision quick scope out of Osee. The round is on. Like Donkey Kong, Naf would need to do a lot here. If Osee even finds another one, I mean, the second contribution was nonsense. Does he get a third? Yes, he does! Blitz walks in, and Osee looking to close, looking for 14. Against the odds, against it all.
Ooh.
It's Bartak good for the first, but still Naf lives on. And an instant bloom, that is beautiful. As they will secure the round, we go 13 apiece. And good grief, I got scared for a moment there.
I'm still trying to for days, at least another buy or 2, and this is a change. Aggression.
Ballsy, ballsy. At such a break point of the game, and down goes Osee. Yekindar for the trade. He needs this one and delivers it.
Oof, Annihilation has been spotted here and slightly tagged up. This one could get chaotic. Banana push coming through as well. More pressure across the map as Naf might have the only gap right now available. Nobody's watching apartments here for IHC, but will he take the risk? It's a big gap as an extremity player to try and push through, especially with so much time. And so much
Rejig
util.
it.
Yeah, take your time. Allow the chaos to subside here for a second. That's a missed smoke.
Yeah, and they've actually just sent Annihilation with all of his smokes, bells, and whistles back over to B for the solo hold. Interesting setup now. We haven't seen, or rather Liquid haven't seen, a setup like this into the A take, but it may not be that first letter after all. Yekindar for the reflash to get that space. Annihilation reveals the orb. You can see already licking their lips. That may be a solo orb.
He's setting up the half-wall util here, but it might be too late. Needs to drop it immediately. There's the smoke. Here's the molly.
Implies he's not alone. Or just did some parkour. Nitro forced to use his smoke just to survive. Didn't want to go wide.
This is all on Annihilation. There's no rotation.
It's all on Annihilation. A master of his craft on the big green, but Nitro's better. Into the open B site and essentially call it 14. Do you really want to go? Come on, Techno. Back in your box.
Yeah, it has to be. Just has to be here. And again, so an element of this, when the rounds we were praising earlier for IHC, we were like, oh yeah, these were good calls or good reads. This makes it look like good gambles, right? And you're going to get lucky sometimes. This time round, they hedged on the fact that it might be that A finish, and it's not the case. And if you are Liquid, you do have residual money, which we highlighted at the start of this round. You can see here that we're talking about 7K on most players, if not more. Why not get involved and look for a kill or 2? You've got 14 confirmed. You take away these rifles, you know that you're going to put IHC in financial squalor. So they are having a look now. Yekindar, bomb's about to go off, so it might be a little bit too far away to do too much damage. Yells echoing. So another attempt here from IHC with the saved weapons and some purchases, but they need to find a round, or this game is going to run away, and this will be the one that was oh so close.
I love that we're seeing constant different attempts out of these CTs, though. This is a different attempt. Again, an Annihilation onto Nitro. He's ready for more. He doesn't get it. 2 in the boiler. Are you still willing to boost up now already? One slips the net. Naf could come hunting. Oh dear. Need the trade. Bartak gets it. He's in trouble. That's trouble. Annihilation is 2. Misses his shot. And yeah, we're starting to see the pressure get to them, I think.
Setup looked good.
It did.
It just looked so flustered there as soon as Annihilation lost that line, and now I think Yekindar will make sure he takes everything away.
I didn't quite catch it, but it felt like Naf somehow slipped past the boost, which...
Because they turned. Because
right.
as soon as they both turned, the bottom guy could have... Okay, staying alive. The bottom player could have turned and addressed the issue. The top player could have kept looking towards boiler and halls.
And as soon as he slipped, that was when the pandemonium really kicked in. It's like, oh god, okay, balcony, what do we do? Nightmare.
Look, Annihilation was torn between helping his teammates or selling them down the river. Neither option fantastic, because at that point, not only are they susceptible to the push from mid, long's also open. So you have to give up something.
Oh, yeah.
Too many decisions to make in too short of a time span, and these are the moments where Liquid have truly punished.
Yeah, and it feels like that would be the kind of subheading of this second half. Consecutive fashion since the pistol on this defense. And now they've got to do it to take us to overtime.
Oh.
Elige, he wants it done in regulation. Annihilation down. Elige running around and running in circles. As, oh my god, Osee just killed their leader. And Bartak for good measure. The site now open.
Got to go for this one.
No harm, no foul, but yeah, it's just the two of them. Techno score all of that hard work, a 9-1 start. Now they have to retake. And a man disadvantage tagged on the way in. Techno and score. Not going to get anything off of this boost. And losing potency with every passing second. Yekindar's coming to finish the job from long, and that'll do. Liquid, resilient, stalwart, stoic. Lock it down. Inferno is theirs. IHC, curveballs, aggression, and a solid approach, but not enough against the top dog like Liquid.